lurking in through the back. Those who know, say no more. We just pulled up to Rip City. I'm in the Carl's Jr. parking lot. I'm gonna park here. Don't trip, Carl's Jr. We bring you more business than you realize. I got an order of some large fries at Carl's Jr. Might as well send some park here. But anyway, we're gonna go inside. We're gonna find out what makes a place like Rip City so special. Is it their commitment to community? Is it their tradition and history? Is it the artifacts and the culture? Is it these things, plus much more? Let's go inside and find out.
Rip City, what it is, what it could be, and what it will never be. Our success, honestly, has been based on people like Chris, Bart, George, Freddie, and the list goes on and on and on. I am personally not responsible. Those are the people that honestly should be being interviewed.
All right, in Rip City with one of the OGs of all OGs of the culture and the history here. Jordan, how did you find out about Rip City? When did you first come here?
Yeah, I first came here when my mom bought a condo right around the corner. We're close to 26th Street and Santa Monica Boulevard. My mom bought a condo in '78. Mom and sister and I moved in. And of course we wander around. The first thing of course we see is the McDowell's. Then we go across the street. Oh look, there's a little skate shop here. And back in the day, Rip City had pinball machines as well. So it was just a haven. At the time I wasn't skating too much. I kind of cooped out a little bit, got into some roller skating, because back then Rip City used to sell a lot of roller skates as well. And
roller skates are OG though. Like I respect roller skates.
Yeah, at least they're quads.
Yeah.
There was no
and that's what skateboards were eventually built from.
And then eventually got back into skateboarding, scored a nice Ray Bones Rodriguez board, and just back then it was just skating streets around here. We used to session this little bank here. It was like Rip City had the mini skate park. There'd be fucking dudes lined up out front, just skating this fucking bank. And then of course, going up to Kenner and what have you. And there's a lot of little just kind of street spots around here in Santa Monica.
You are the man! Yeah, you are too!
So when you first showed up at Rip City, it's Bill and Jim. I mean, it's their operation. How was that?
Yeah,
meeting them?
So to me, Rip City, it was kind of like a bar without alcohol. You know, you could come in and just bullshit with the owners, Jim and Bill, you know, who started this thing. They're there every day, and just chat about stuff in the neighborhood or what have you. I also got clued into a lot of good punk rock from them because that was starting to come up at the time. The first time I heard the Dead Kennedys' Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables was on a little cassette deck that Jim had somehow landed to come across the tape. It's like, oh, that's intense. Plus we were listening to, they used to crank the old KROQ on the radio in there, so they'd play Iggy Pop and all this other weird stuff there. And that's also how I got into like ska and the Specials. So, you know, Rip City was kind of a cool little hub for this part of what I call Eastern Santa Monica, to just come in, hang out, play pinball, bullshit with Jim and Bill.
It was like we saw Jesus Christ, bro. We were like 8 years old.
Well, the thing is, I can't break up the sets.
That's the George idea, bro.
No, those are sets.
One of mine. One of the sets is mine. Oh, the one's yours?
Yeah.
You want to do a trade with me?
So Freddie's in demand because Freddie's the man.
Yeah.
But Freddie, what does Rip City mean to you?
Dude, I mean, it means a lot. It, you know, the first time I walked into the shop was, I had to have been maybe 6, 7 years old. It was like maybe 89, 90. You know, the fact that it's just kind of always remained the same. You know, it's got the same vibe, you know, now that it did back then. You know, the fact that everything still looks the same, still smells the same, means a lot, man. The shop means a lot to a lot of people. It's a connection to their youth. It's a connection to the skate culture. It's a connection to the area. We get a lot of people that roll through here, OG legends or even just people from the neighborhood. So it's got a lot of value, a lot of historical value, I guess you could say. It's just a good old local spot, old school skate shop. You walk in and you don't feel like you're walking into a boutique or a clothing store that just happens to sell skateboards. You walk in and you feel like you're in a legit skate shop, dude. So that's kind of something that's always stuck with me. I mean, maybe if we slap a coat of paint on something, that's about it. But nostalgia is such a factor nowadays, and it's we definitely want to kind of maintain that feeling. Just offering the latest product. Staying on top of the newest gear and just our goal is just to keep going, dude. That's hopefully what's in Rip City's future, man. It's just,
If you don't mind saying a couple words about Rip.
Well, it's like going into its new phase, and I've worked here since I was a little kid. But we're basically taking the store into the future off the backs of Bill and Jim. Obviously, Bill's still here, and Jim is now retired. But we've got a good crew in here with Freddie, myself, George. We're kind of like, members of the community skateboard garden here, keeping this place going. And, I just want to let everybody know that we're happy to keep doing it. And we really appreciate you coming on the ride with us. But this store means so much to me and so many other people. It's got a lot of emotion and a lot of strength in the community. And we're just happy to keep it going. This is my first job when I was a little kid. Worked here during the holiday season when I was in the 8th grade, and yeah, I'm happy to be here supporting skateboarding in Santa Monica because I just love this part of the city, and I love what we contribute to skate culture.
You represent the city and the skate culture right there.
Thank you, Bart.
Thank you. You've been here for decades from the very beginning, and through this journey, where do you see the beginning, the middle, and the future?
Well, when I came in, hanging out at Rip City, and then became employee number 5. My sister Jennifer, employee number 6. We used to hang out in the back assembling roller skates and stuff. So I've kind of just seen it go on. People come in, people go, and I've fortunately been able to live within a few blocks of here, off and on, since I came in here in '78. Of course, the city's changed a bunch, and Rip City's changed a little bit, right? Jim is retired, but fortunately, some of the kids, specifically Chris Candy, has come in with a good support team, and he and Bill, one of the OGs, is still keeping this thing together.
These kids that come in now can maybe one day bring their kids in, like their parents were able to.
The vibe is still here. People come in. Parents come in, get their kids skateboards, the local kids come in, tell their stories or whatever. So hopefully it just keeps moving on. We had the threat of the place the place did get sold. There was the threat that the whole thing was going to get demoed. But fortunately, it's such a crappy piece of real estate that it's just going to continue on, hopefully. But of course, I got to just enjoy every day. Most importantly, this is the future of Rip City.
Yeah.
Mr. Chris Candy. He came in as a little snot-nosed punk, just kind of hanging out, being annoying.
And I'm still a snot-nosed punk.
And then he was able to forge his own way, and then bringing all those talents back to Rip City to keep Rip City moving forward into the future.
I gotta go clock it.
Like for example, making this fucking awesome jacket.
Oh yeah. Hey, I know the guy who made that design.
Yeah. Well, I had a little influence on this logo as well. The Latin motto there, caveat emptor. I said, Jim, you need to put in caveat emptor. Do you know what that means?
Buyer beware.
Buyer beware. If you watch the Brady Bunch,
yeah.
Mike Brady tells his oldest son Greg before he buys this shitty car for $500, buyer beware. And it's the perfect motto for Rip City.
And that's classic because when Jim asked me to do that, that was the specific. He's like, city logo and like whatever the elements were part of what I put in,
Yeah.
But he was very specific about the ribbon and caveat emptor. So in honor of the Rip City Skates legacy and the new era, I've been green-lighted to design the new City Seal logo. Let the good times keep rolling. Caveat emptor.
Another ripping day at the city. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next time.